Alright kids, it's been a minute since we played with the Fairlady, so we had that generator issue that was ongoing and totally nagging and a pain in the dick. So what happened is after a little bit of troubleshooting that I should have done prior, I found out that the generator had a shorted armature, which maybe was caused by that other voltage regulator or age or whatever the case may be. I tried to get a local guy to deal with it, and it was outside of his skill level, so I went online to an online forum, and some people recommended a company called CP Generator. So I gave them a call, make sure that they were legit. They said indeed they were legit. Please send your stuff to us and we will get it fixed up. So I sent it down there. They checked it. It indeed did have a shorted armature. Because of what this thing is, there's no parts available. They were forced to build a new armature. This is an old company. The gentleman who owns the company, I guess, is 86 or so years old. They told me that he personally built this armature for this generator. I don't really kind of know the ins and outs of what's going on in here, but it was bad before, now it's good. I'm gonna go ahead and get this remounted in the car, and we will be one step closer to having this thing out of our hair. They also told me I sent this my voltage regulator that we just bought, so we assumed that that was good, obviously. They said they dynoed this whole setup for about 5 hours in their shop to make sure that it wasn't going to catch on fire, or, you know. So it's good to know that they're actually dynoing their shit. They're just not throwing it back out there to you, so when it gets another 1,000 miles away, it dies. So we're going to slam this guy back in there real quick and move on to something else.
I want to give another shout out to CP Generator out of Fontana, California. Their customer service was on point and their turnaround time was with a quickness. They killed it on this job.
New spark plugs, the other ones are a little bit fouled. This ignition, or the whole charging fiasco, has just been a fiasco. The system doesn't make a ton of amps anyway, and I'm sure when that charging system was pulling down, it was just screwing with everything. Like I said, it was screwing with the gauges, and it was probably screwing with the ignition system and everything else. And while sometimes these projects are kind of dumb and have dumb parts, there are some projects that just really require you to use the right parts. We aren't going to fire this because we aren't. We're in the garage, and this is about as far as I need to be with this project for right now. Basically what I have with this guy is I need to finish up the top. It needs a little more clear coat. I need to go get that rubber to get the rear glass back in there. And then basically I just have some trim out and some cleanup on this guy to go. That being said, we're done with that project for now. Went ahead and sprung for some parts for the 4Runner. We needed to get the lift kit and suspension ready to go because the 80 suspension that's on there is just not going to cut it.
What else you want to say there?
Time to put the shit on.
That wraps up this episode of Snale Racing, but we're still in the garage installing a Davidson's lift kit on the 1985 4Runner Danny Bonaducci. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Peace!